Hey guys, Aaron Dorr here again, one last time in the session right now, 2018 session, the last day here. And guys, in case you have not heard the news, at 12:01 Thursday morning, Stand Your Ground Law finished its fight and is now effective, or is it passed the process here in Cheyenne. Joined here again today with our two champions on the inside for this entire process, Senator Anthony Bouchard, Representative Tim Salazar. Guys, this has been well, it's been a heck of a fight. It's been a long fight, too.
Aaron, it's a great day for gun owners throughout the country, but I want to again thank WIGO and you, Aaron, for your leadership, and Senator Bouchard. Without the help of WIGO, there is no way this bill would have passed. And so this is a victory for all of you here. WIGO membership is so important to these bills, and I just want to thank you again, Aaron, for your leadership.
Thank you. It's the members who are doing the work here, and and of course, Senator, we've been asking a lot of questions from our members. They've been asking questions from us rather about the governor's decision and what are the three choices he had. In case our members don't know, what were his three options on this bill when it came to his desk, which would have been Monday morning, I believe.
He could sign it, which he did. Obviously, he didn't do, but
right.
He could just let it pass into law by being silent, or it would veto. So
right.
We're glad he didn't veto.
So in case you haven't heard the news, or if you're not sure what all happened here, what he chose to do was basically, in effect, he took no action, which meant that it wasn't signed, but it wasn't vetoed, so it became law by default. And to be crystal clear, in case you're confused here, it doesn't take effect till July 1st. We make sure that membership knows that the bill has passed, but it's not effective until July 1st. They have to have time to change the code books and update their manuals and that kind of thing. But all in all, we had a huge victory here. The bill went through a lot of iterations and a lot of changes and a lot of committees, and we have a lot of good stuff though when it's all said and done. We have the removal of requirement to retreat. That's kind of the framework of the bill. We have civil immunity if you use defensive force appropriately with an enactment clause, so we know we're going to be able to utilize that. We cover the threatened use of force, the idea that if somebody comes to your family and you draw your firearm and he runs away, you shouldn't be prosecuted for simply displaying your firearm. What else do we have, guys?
Well, and I want people to understand, those are cases that have happened in
Wyoming. Based on real abuses here in the state of Wyoming.
Yeah, we're doing this bill just because
right,
we wanted to.
Exactly.
This is really to protect citizens.
Exactly. The bill covers a good faith shooting, the idea that you can't tell at midnight if the guy who draws a firearm is holding a replica or a real gun, and you shouldn't go to jail because you shot somebody who had a replica firearm. Cops do it all the time, and that's a good faith situation.
And I think one of the things that needs to be remembered is that the overwhelming majority of the citizens of Wyoming supported this bill.
Absolutely.
The overwhelming majority of gun owners in Wyoming supported this bill. This was a people's bill. And it really shows you what a group of dedicated individuals can do to change public policy. Because good public policy is good politics. And this is going to change the state of Wyoming. And again, I just want to thank the members of WIGO and you, Aaron, for your leadership, and Senator Bouchard, because this is truly a historic win for the people of Wyoming.
Absolutely.
Well, look, there's no I in team.
Yeah, exactly. This has been a huge effort.
The team you see right here on the ground is just as much as the team that you guys are on the outside.
Absolutely. And of course, guys, you would never know if you hadn't had a chance to be here, though, just to give credit where it's due to these two characters. I mean, the amount of obstacles and the ambush points, the choke points, the bad amendments, the committee processes that were so many chances for this bill to die or to be weakened dramatically.
And there were plenty of times they tried.
They did. And these two guys, as you should know, these two lawmakers stood their ground, pardon the pun, on behalf of Stand Your Ground, and got it done. So we have a lot of lawmakers, almost every single one in the legislature, who are pro-gun. But there's being pro-gun, and there's having the moxie to fight, for gun rights. And you guys, on behalf of WIGO, I just want to thank you guys for all that effort as well. We already did a media request a little bit ago, and they were asking us, well, what's next? For gun rights, we already have constitutional carry. We now have Stand Your Ground law. What's next? And of course, I think we've all talked, and the big push is going to be to deal in part with gun-free zones. We have a real problem here with gun-free zones, and this has been an issue of yours that you've been passionate about for a long time. But we saw in Parkland, Florida, the utter failure gun-free zones.
They're not working,
They
are
don't, they don't work, and and we saw again a coach. I think it was the coach there who rushed at the shooter, and he died. He died because he had no means to fight back with besides his bare hands, and bare hands versus an AR-15 is a losing battle most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, you take a college campus. I can't carry on a college campus here, but I can go down to Colorado and carry on a college
Right.
campus.
Utah and in Utah as well,
Right.
and so we're looking at gun-free zones for next session, guys. We're looking at fixing the residency requirement right now for constitutional carry. But again, guys, this victory is hard fought and well earned, and at the end of the day, it's you guys and your pressure that makes the difference. The Bloomberg attack here for the last, was it 96 hours?
Failed.
Was huge, and it did fail, but it was large, and full page ads in the Cheyenne papers and the Casper paper, digital print digital versions as well, and you guys countered all those phone calls, and you overwhelmed the governor's office with your calls. I can tell you myself, having spoke to the governor in this very room actually just last night, that I think that we were closer than we could possibly imagine to a veto. And you guys made the difference. Your calls, your emails, made that difference and plugged that gap. And so thank you guys so much for your support. And again, guys, yourselves for all of your
Thank you so
activism on
much.
the inside. And more to come, guys. But get involved with WIGO. This is the group that's doing it here on the ground in Cheyenne. We need you guys' involvement. So make sure and join up as well in this fight for the future. Thank you very much.